Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. And today we're going to do the second tag in this little tag series. And hopefully you've seen my video yesterday, and if you haven't, stop by and look at that one. I have 5 different tags. I call them kind of like a interactive tag, maybe? I don't know. But anyways, they're altered tags or journal tags, whatever you might want to call them. And each of the 5, there's going to be something different about each one. And so it's just going to be a little series, and I'm going to try to move this little series right along. But there's too many little bits and pieces for me to do more than one during a video, because I don't want to make the video too long, because then you get bored watching it. So I hope you enjoy the video today, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. Now I already have everything cut out. I have my I have my decorative paper already inked. I'm not going to ink the cardstock. The main tag is just made out of cardstock, and then I have the decorative paper. So there's going to be pockets and little tucks and tags. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to start off first by gluing on my front and back covers. And I just inked this paper in black. Now I'll go ahead and tell you again what size the tag is. And the tag is just about 7 inches long, about 3.5 inches wide. So you would cut it 7 inches across and then just fold it over. And the little tags and the pockets, the belly bands, them would just all go by the size that you make your tag for sure. You can make your tag however big you want it, however big or however small. And this is just going to be like a standalone tag, journaling tag. Because if you have stuff on the back, you're not going to be able to get to it if you glue it down, or you won't be able to add your back pockets or whatever we put on the back. So you can just tuck it in a pocket in your journal, or put it under a belly band, or you can just put it in your bag and carry it along if you want to make little notes on the back of the cards. These cards, it's white, so you can do journaling on them. This particular tag is going to be glued shut, because I'm going to have a couple tags in here, so you won't be able to open this one up. The other tag, the tag that we did yesterday, you could open it up. So we're just going to go ahead and get started on this. Of course, I had everything in my little plastic bag, just like I had a little kit going. I have little tags attached to my pieces, because there's a lot of pieces. So we'll just go ahead and get started on gluing these down. I'm just gluing the fancy paper down with my glue stick. Using my glue stick just goes faster, and I think it lays down pretty smooth when you do the glue stick, but you can use whatever you want. And of course, I just cut this paper down a little bit smaller, so there's a border around it, and that border is just left up to you as to how much you want of your background showing. Now I made little marks on here for my pockets, but I have little marks inside, so I can just erase them off. I have to make marks so I know where I'm going. So I hope everyone's having a nice day today. We're having another nice fall day. I guess this is supposed to be the last of our 70-degree weather for a while. It's been really nice here. I like fall. It's my favorite time of the year. Can put on a pair of sweatpants and a hoodie and go outside and sit by the fire and roast hot dogs. We like to do stuff like that. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and glue this shut, and I'm going to just glue the bottom here. I put a line where I have to stop gluing at. Put a center line, and then the top part here I'll glue, and then this part and this part stays open for my tags to go in. So I'll just go ahead and glue these, and I'll just glue on this line. That'll be my center line between the two tags. Probably should have done it on my glue paper so I don't get it all over my center thing. And then I'll just fold it over and close it. And then my pockets will be open. And hopefully with it being glued, my pockets will have enough room. I'll just let them kind of sit for a second to make sure it dries good. I'm using Fabri-Tac, and it generally sets up pretty fast. So we'll see if I can get this in my pocket. I left plenty of room between them. I'll just stick these in here and let this set while I'm doing the front and back of the tag. Maybe I'll just put this over to help hold it, help hold them corners. This cardstock is pretty heavy. I had a little bit of cracking on the back of this cardstock. And then one of the other ones that I'm doing, it also cracked. It cracked pretty good, but I just ink it up a little bit. It'll be just fine. You can also put some paper around it to make another spine, or you can put fabric over it, but put a little ink on it, just kind of hides it a little bit. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and get started on the front. This tag today is not going to take as long as the one did yesterday. The one yesterday had a lot of other pieces and parts, but I still have my little notes, and I have my pictures, and because I have to have something to follow. So let's see here. That's going with that, and these are going with this. Okay, so I'll set this aside a minute. I have to look at my notes to remember, because I've already had these set up, so. Alright, my little tags go with this pocket. So we're just going to glue the paper onto this pocket. And I can't hurry too fast, because then I just Can't remember what I'm doing if I have to hurry. Makes it worse. I kind of bent that one up a little bit. And this paper is just a digital. Almost looks like I made a master board, but I didn't. But that's what it's made to look like. I have to wipe the glue off my fingers. So I like the way the different colors in the paper are. And it goes real good with the background. Okay, now I'm just going to glue this down in the center. I'm going to glue the 3 sides. I don't really think there's a right or wrong way to put it because the designs in the paper are going up and down and sideways. I like seeing how many different things I can make tags out of. And I like making them up in advance, so if you need one, and if, you know, if it's not overly decorated, then you just go ahead and add the rest of your embellishments that you might want, depending on what you're using it for. Let me put this on here. On my tags and my pockets, I always, or most generally always, round the bottoms because I like the way it looks. I just think they look finished. But you can leave them square, or if you have different kind of punches or that you want to make your corners or your corners, you can do that. Now them kind of go over my hole a little bit, but I don't know if I'll be able to punch that out or not. And if I can't, the ribbon will still fit in there. Now these just go in this pocket, and we'll do the ribbon at the end. So them go like that. Take these out so I don't forget to put the paper on them. Now on the top here, we're just going to do a belly band. And then at the end when we do the ribbon and that, I'm going to put gems on it. I like to add many different tuck spots and everything. And that'll go on top of my pocket, and then this will go inside of or underneath the belly band. So I'm just going to glue the top and bottom. And if you're enjoying seeing what I'm doing with the tags, and you haven't subscribed yet, I would just ask that you subscribe to my channel and you get notified when I'm doing more videos. And if you like it, I just ask that you give me a thumbs up. As I said in my other video, I just have all this stuff cut out just because it's easier for me to do, and it doesn't take quite as long. It would take way too long for me to sit here and cut all this stuff out. Now on the back of this, it's white for journaling space, so this is just a little tag. And that just slides right under there. So that's the top. That's the front of the tag. You get 2 tags and a little, you could call this a tag or a label. You could call it whatever you wanted. And that'll just slide under there. Now let me see. We'll just let that center set a little bit more. And we'll go ahead and do the back. And I also have a back pocket and a couple more tags. Now I'm doing it right. I was thinking I had my pocket. This is the paper going on my pocket. I try thinking of too many things at one time. Now just for instance, on the back of the front and back pocket both are 6 inches long and about 2 inches wide, so that just gives you an idea of the size of the pocket. Now I'm going to have it open from this side because this is where my tags all go. And there's so many different variations that you can do when you're, making these journal tags. You can call them whatever you'd like. I didn't know what else to call them, so that's what I named them. And if you prefer having it off to the side, you can put it off to the side. On this one, I just want to have them in the center. After this video, oops, turn it around, Terry. After this video, this way, I'll have 3 more tags that I want to do, and the last 2 are going to be with holiday paper, Christmas themed, but just holiday papers. I hope everyone sticks around to see the last 3. And the back of these are both white, so you can journal on them. You can put lined paper on here, or you can draw lines on them. It's whatever your preference is. And then these go in here. They just sit in there beside each other. Now we'll do our center tags. Once everything is cut out and you're assembling them, it goes pretty fast. But it would take a while for me to cut them out and ink them and then put them all together on video. It would take way too long. So hopefully everyone has the gist of what I'm doing, understands what I'm doing. Don't want to confuse everybody. The main tag is the same on all 5 of them. And then you just add the different pieces and parts that you want to put on it and put in it. Okay, so them 2 are done. Let me wipe my fingers off. I can put all my little notes aside. Now we'll see if these stick in or go in here. Hopefully it's all set up. Generally doesn't take my Fabri-Tac long to set up. There. Now these tags are really very busy. Very busy. So on the front, I'm just going to put some gems, and then I'm going to put yellow ribbon through the holes. I didn't want to do anything else on them. I mean, you can add little clusters, you can add little tags, numbers, anything like that. But I thought the papers that I was using on them was very busy and I didn't want to overdo it. So now you can also add like your ribbon or something on the top of it. I didn't do that. Like you can add like a tab. I didn't do that. I just left it plain. Okay, this little thing's going to give me problems now. It has sticky stuff on the back, but I would prefer to take that off and put glue on it. Then I know it'll stick. The green gems that I have are too bright for this, so I thought the yellow ones went okay with it. And I just put 5 on because I have this thing with you have to have an odd number on most stuff. Supposed to be more appealing to the eye, but you can decorate it however you'd like. So I think it looks good with the gems. I think I got a little glue on my paper. I have a glue eraser so I can take that glue off of there. It won't be sticky. Now we can put our ribbon in our tags. A Cover up my glues. Set all this stuff aside. Okay. Thought about putting baker's twine in this, but I thought this lace looked better. It's bright, so it brightens it up. And if you use lace and you find that it's not staying in place, you can just add a little dab of glue, and that'll hold. Or you don't even have to make the holes. You can just staple it to your tag. See, and I think that yellow looks nice on there. I didn't have to trim that paper. It's not even in the way. But just depends on how you want it. I just hope everyone is enjoying this. If you have any comments, suggestions, ideas, I just ask that you leave them below. The little nubs on this ribbon kind of helps, or kind of makes it a little difficult to fold it into there. I didn't have any without the little nubs. Now on my little bit bigger tags, I'll just leave my ribbon a little bit longer. Have some more ephemera products I want, or projects that I want to do also. So here shortly I'm going to get started on them. I like to make ephemera. Now if you don't like the white background on, see, this cardstock that I'm using is just all single-sided, and if you don't like the white on the background, you can always cover it, but I don't mind it. The one I did yesterday, I guess, had a gray background because it was black on the front. But still light enough that you can write on it. Almost done. There we go. As long as we're at the back, we'll just go ahead and show that we have the 2 tags in our pocket. Turn it over to the front. We have a belly band with a little tag. We have a pocket with 2 little tags. And then our center has 2 little bit longer tags. So that's our video for today, our little project. Shortly, the 3rd video in the series will be up, and I hope you join me to watch that. And everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.